At Ford of Murfreesboro, we have an off-site quick lane service center which offers the Works package, which is an oil change and a tire rotation, any make or model, for $24.95. At Ford of Murfreesboro, we offer a lifetime warranty on all new Ford vehicles, including Roush vehicles. We also offer a lifetime warranty on brake pads through our quick lane and our service department. Ford of Murfreesboro is a 2013 recipient of Ford Motor Company's President's Award, which is only awarded to the top service and sales satisfaction dealers in the country.
Well, Bernard, I got to give you credit. You come in here with the same bounce in your step, win or lose. You came in here after a big win against the Chiefs week 1, coming in here after a game against Dallas where things didn't go so well. What's been the mood like the last couple of days, and what went wrong against Dallas?
Well, I think, first and foremost, anytime you win or lose, you have to have a short memory. That's been one of my mottos since my rookie or, my second year. And so I'm going to be happy-go-lucky no matter what. And, just as talking about the game, for us as a football team, obviously we did not play well on all 3 phases. And so, we need to get back to work this week. We watched the film. It was disgusting. It was bad as we thought. And, right now it's time to get back on track. We got practice tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, and we're going to get rolling.
Bernard, I know you and a lot of the guys leading up to last week had talked about the excitement of the home opener and the first game at LP Field. And aside from the loss itself, was that a big disappointment too, not getting kind of the LP Field rocking and off on the right foot there?
Well, we're going to get LP Field rocking. I think, and I've been the first to apologize to so many people, for our lack of defending our home turf. And, we allowed Dallas to come in and kind of push us around. And I should say kind of they did. And so now it's on us. We're going away this week, and hopefully we can continue our success on the road. And, one of the biggest things is for us is being consistent. I talked about that all last week. And it's back to it this week. We have to be a consistent football team who's going to go out there and who's going to prepare well, who's going to play well, and, we're going to end games well.
Do you notice anything different? I know it's early in the season, just the mindset of this team compared to last year. I know one thing I thought was interesting, our guest here last week, Jurrell Casey, put, I guess, a playlist, next to his locker, just reminding him of some things he didn't do so well. It seems like he's being very accountable to maybe some of the mistakes he made. Haven't heard a lot of excuses this week. Just guys understand they've got to do better, and you admit that they were maybe more physical. Is there a different feel, different leadership maybe on this team where you think it'll lend to different results?
Well, if you look at our overseer, our head coach, Coach Wisenhunt, Coach Wiz has done a great job as far as implementing his system. Coach Horton implemented his system on the defensive side of the ball, and just allowing us to go play. For us as players, when we watch the film, we see, and I'm gonna be a football player right now, and I'm 100% honest. Dallas did not do anything that they didn't dominate us. But we were our own worst enemy on Sunday. We opened up holes for the running back. We didn't shut down the edges for the running back, and they went outside and in the middle on us where we were supposed to be. And so we have to play better. And it was all 11 guys. Every time a different 11 stepped on the field, we all messed up. We had our fair share of mess ups. But if you look at the things that you said, what Casey was doing, it's accountability. We own up to it. We accept it. We can't say it wasn't us, because it was us. And so now it's we get a clean slate this week. We got 14 more games. Nobody's hitting the panic button, and it's going to be fun.
You're a guy that always has an interesting comment or two after the game, win, lose, whatever. I thought one was particularly interesting after this game. You said this was a hard fall off of our high horse. Now, I didn't get the sense during the week that you guys were overconfident, but when you said that, do you think maybe in the back of your minds, were you thinking you felt a little too good about yourselves after Kansas City?
Well, that's one of the things where, for me as a leader, and for me, being on the team, I kind of see as the week goes on and how we're preparing and what we didn't do that we did, the week coming up to the Kansas City game. And it was just a lot of, small things that we just didn't do during the week that we did, for Kansas City, and those things catch up with you, because when it might be small, but when there's a lot of them, they become big. And so, just the accountability, repping the things and communicating the stunts and everything else in practice, we just didn't do well in our practice week, and it caught up with us. And I'm a believer, I'm a true believer. It catches up with you when it catches up with you, and it caught up with us on Sunday, and it was on our home turf. Everybody's seen it. We couldn't deny it. Now it's time for us to go back, and the only way this is going to erase for us is by getting a W.
It's spinning ahead to Cincinnati a little bit. They've obviously got a good running game with Bernard and Hill. You anticipate them trying to test you, see if you've got your run problems fixed, and what stands out about the Bengals when you look at them?
Well, you have to. I played in the division, so the AFC North is those guys. That's pound them out football right there. So they're going to run. They're going to begin with their run game. And for me, playing the Bengals, our team we just got to be ready to go. We know they're going to come and run the ball 30 times. Whether it's with one running back, whether it's splitting carries with both running backs, they're going to run the ball 30 times because you're going to have to test them. You're going to test us to see if we're going to fail or not, or if we're going to fall. For us, we have to be, accountable to each other in our run gaps. We cannot break. We can bend, but we cannot break. For us, they got playmakers on the outside. The quarterback can get them the ball. So we have to be sound in every part of our game, speaking on the defensive side of the ball. And for their defense, we all know they have a top 10, top 15 defense every year. So we got to be sound in all three phases to pull off a victory in Cincinnati.
Speaking of the quarterback a little bit also, Andy Dalton is a guy that catches a lot of criticism because of the playoffs that he's had. But off to a great start this season. I think no interceptions in the first two games. Hasn't been sacked. I don't think he's even been touched in the first two games. What does he do well? Everybody focuses on the playoffs with him, but he's had some great regular seasons as well. What does he do well?
Well, he's a sound quarterback. He knows when to throw the ball up. To allow his playmaker. You have to look at AJ Green was one of the guys, Sanu, and he has some big tight ends. So for us, we have to disrupt it as much as we can. Coach Horton's going to blitz. So we're going to let you know right now we are blitzing. Andy Dalton. So our thing is, it's not about if we want to be the first team to sack him. We want to go into every game getting 3-4 sacks a game. So that's not going to change. What we do, we're going to pressure you. We have to stop the run. That's a must for us. If we don't give them an edge, they don't have a chance. So we just got to be sound in everything that we're doing on Sunday. We can't think about the stats. We're not going to look at the stats. I think that's one of the things that we got caught up in. Looking at, okay, we're number 1 in the pass, number 2 or number 3 in the run. We can't think about that at all. We just got to go play football and allow the chips to fall where they may.